there has been discussion about Coffee County, Georgia, and the Board of Elections there, and issues as to whether or not they certified election results, and issues as to whether or not the voting machines properly recorded votes in races. And are you able to comment on what that is all about and the status of that?
Yes, sir. Thank you. So yes, after about the same time as y'all's last meeting on these, our investigators went down to Coffee County to basically see what the issue was. There were some things that were said at the last meeting that were not true. I think one of them being they couldn't get into our office, we wouldn't call them back. We actually had a tech on the way to their office that Friday afternoon that they had called us, but this was, but they had already left for the day. So I think there was some stuff about that was not exactly accurate. And then the next week we sent our investigators down there to see, okay, what exactly happened. What we saw is that, she had that video of, oh, here's how you could go change votes. The director confirmed to our investigators that she in fact did not do that they followed the process, that she was not aware of anybody who did that or had any evidence that anyone in Georgia had not followed the adjudication process, which requires a Democrat, Republican, and an election official to conduct those adjudications. And then in terms of her results, my understanding is they did certify their recount results. They had an issue where it looked like they had, I think, maybe scanned one batch of ballots twice in the recount. And so they had 50 extra ballots from the recount than they had from their initial result. And I believe they were able to find and rectify that prior to submitting us their certified recount results.
And once again, understanding that ongoing litigation, you are obviously the right person to know whether or not you can or cannot respond to this. But as I understand it, there has been a request to examine the voting machines in Coffee County with proponents of a lawsuit that make the accusation that they are somehow not properly recording the votes. Is there a availability for an outside group challenging this, the efficiency of the proper working of the voting machine to actually have one set aside where their quote unquote expert could actually examine the machine and if so run tests? Well, obviously with someone from Coffee County or the Secretary of State's office being there to supervise, I guess I would say.
Yes, that's something that we do try to put together in litigation. Normally, third parties are not allowed to access the voting equipment, the voting servers, or anything like that. That's in state election board regulation. We have had a lot of litigation over the machines since they've been adopted. We're now seeing, of course, we're now seeing different detractors, but they're making the same claims about the machines that have been made. Our position has always been, let's set up a fair inspection where both parties are present, where it's videotaped, where the rules of engagement are agreed upon, and then we'll go forward kind of with the court's approval. What we disagree with is any kind of sort of unilateral access from people who really seem to have a certain result they want to reach. So we're happy to. That's been our consistent position in court.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.